I'm Dalton Quigley, and today I'm going to show you 3 landscape design principles that will kick your landscape game up a notch. Landscape design principle number 1. So here I have a landscape design that I recently completed, and what you see here are a bunch of little black lines. The way that I came up with where to put those lines, remember this is landscape design principle number 1, is you start off with your home created in the computer or on a plot or a sketch, and then you're going to make lines. So if you have it in a 3D program, it makes it much easier because things can be to scale. And if I hit the perspective and back out of the design, what you'll see is a completed design. But where did I get those lines from? I got those lines because I made one line come off the corner of the building. Every time there's a window, I made a line. Every time that there's an angle anywhere. So first I start off with straight lines coming off of the deck, off of the windows, off of this little crook in the house, if you can see it right there. There's a line coming off there. Some lines are more prominent than others, but for right now, let's just cover the idea of a concept of line. So once I drew my black lines this way, then I already knew the client wanted the deck to go out this far. So that was one thing that was covered. I did lines off of absolutely everything. Then I took the entire yard and I divided it by thirds. I made these dashed lines. This makes the yard break up into separate 1/3 segments. In your mind's eye, you expect something to be there. So that's how I use lines. And so as you're doing your design at home or for a client, you want to use those lines to help you line up where all of the different objects are going to be in the design. If you're interested in improving your outdoor space or doing so for others, click subscribe now. Don't forget to click the notification bell, because when you do that, you get notified of every single video right when it's made. Then I want you to visit my channel page, because you're going to find over 300 awesome videos that tell you how to do all kinds of cool stuff in the landscape. Now we're ready for design principle numero 2. Let's take a look at the computer. So another principle that I use is called using conical plants. Conical means cone or cone shaped. I have this little cone as an example. So you see how that's sort of Christmas tree shaped? That's what you're looking for to put in certain places in the landscape to make the whole landscape tie together and make sense. It's one of the principles that help you tie the landscape together. Conical plants. Here's a conical plant and here's a conical plant. They're not just randomly placed anywhere. They're placed at corners. Wherever there's a prominent corner or an entryway, that's where you want to use conical plants. In many pleasing spaces that we've all been in, this principle has been used. Okay, so now we're ready for design principle numero 3, and that's groupings. Wherever you have a large open space, it's very wise to use groupings, and people expect it. Here we've got white blooming encore azaleas, and these azaleas are going to be used again and again. The whole space ties together. If all of the corners, all the prominent corners have the tall conical plants, and all of the open spaces have similar plantings overall, then you're going to be using the principle of groupings to create a lot of rich interest. This design also, we've got rhododendrons grouped across the back, we have sky pencils grouped together here, and then also we have grasses in a grouping. Over on the other side, we also used rhododendrons again, and that ties the whole space together. So that's groupings. Okay, this has been my 3 most essential landscape design principles that I use in my landscape designs. Thank you for watching the Nashville Landscaping YouTube channel. See you on the next video. Bye. Ready? Hi, I'm Dalton Quigley, and today I'm going to show you 3 landscape design principles that will kick up your landscape game another notch or 2. Messed up.